Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with another Tues news. We're checking out Poke Beach, and there is a lot of V-Star Universe leaks, as well as some more Scarlet and Violet info. Two new Pokemon were revealed today in a brand new Pokemon trailer. It could have been more, it was essentially Ed Sheeran's new Pokemon-related song, or song that was tied with Pokemon. Basically just played over a lot of the old footage that we had in the other trailers. But we did get a slight little glimpse here at two new Pokemon resembling Dawn fans, so we will be checking that out towards the end of the video, but let's go ahead and hop right in. First up, it's all about V-Star Universe. We have so many leaks coming out for V-Star Universe, and check this out. Once again, we got Charizard highlighted as a Radiant Charizard. There are a few reprints throughout this set. This is a high-class set. It's considered to be, like a reprint for playability, as well as like a nice collection set. Looks like we get a cool Ultra Ball there. But we have the Galarian birds, and yeah, they look pretty cool. They could be better. It's always weird to me. You see Zapdos and you see Articuno. Very cool artworks, their own unique style. And then you have Moltres. Now, this is always the most unique. We saw this in Chilling Reign when the moon was behind him. It's just such a weird looking card, but it's just so cool at the same time. I mean, just looking at the art style, very cool drawn Pokemon, and very weird looking as far as the pose goes. And it's weird that you have mountains at the bottom and trees. That's kind of, like we had on the Chilling Reign one. But overall, very cool card. And looks like an eclipse is happening there. But yeah, pretty solid. But check this next card out. Yeah, we have a Ditto disguising himself as Numel. This is a Ditto card. And yeah, I love the artwork here. I love that it's kind of subtle. But, that's just pretty awesome. So moving on, we do have the character rares. Now, one thing I want to talk about is they pretty much confirmed like the new rarity of the cards. So if you look at a card like this, you're going to see AR here at the bottom. So this is the art rare. Now this is a different art or a special art in the set. I think it's going to be, the rarity of like the character rares, not that rare. You can get some of those character rares from these modern sets for like $1 or $2 now. So it's pretty insane. But we have a Miltank here, normal art rare. But then you get into the SARs. So as you see here at the bottom of this Entei, it's an SAR. This is a special art rare. And we do have the three dogs, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I love this card. This is my favorite of everything revealed. And I am going to pick this one up for sure. I just love the way that looks. I like the way this one looks too. This is going to look really good in the CGC case. I just love, the detail. And you got Lantern chilling in the background here. I don't know if you can see him above my head there, but yeah, very cool concept on a lot of these artworks. You do have, kind of the character rares as special art rares. So very nice, very nice. Got Cynthia chilling. Look at this one. This is lots of hidden little details in here. I don't know if you can see some Pokemon there. And looks like you got a Blossom. See who else is hiding. Yeah, Cherim. I think that's the name, right? Cherim. And I think there's a Roselia maybe in the background. Really hard to see. But yeah, very, very cool art. But moving on, I like this art rarity. Since it is a new rarity, you got to ask, is it going to be actually as hard to pull as like a alt art? So they're not calling these alt arts anymore. They're special arts. So I think, I don't know, there's a hunch in me, since there's so many of them, that there's going to be the special arts, which are going to be pretty common. And then there's going to be art rare. And then there's going to be the special art, which is going to be a lot harder to pull, of these guys. But I really think they might be easier to pull just based on the quantity. But who knows? I mean, I think Pokemon wants, there to be a little more easier access to certain chase cards. If you're having like 1 in 1,000 packs for a alt art like it is today, I mean, you're very likely to open up a booster box and not pull an alt art. So it's nice to see a new rarity and more options. Maybe that means it's going to be more common to pull, but I do not know. and nobody does. Maybe they're going to still have the true alt arts, but I mean, these look like alt arts, so I can't imagine they will. And maybe this is going to be the setup for the next gen. So I think this is what they're testing out with this set, and I think it's going to be a hit. But we do have more that was revealed. We have some evolutions. We got Leafeon and Glaceon. Very nice artwork on the Leafeon. Glaceon I don't like as much, but very solid cards right here. Then we have, what do we got here? We have Zeraora, or Zeraora, however you like to pronounce him. Very weird, you know, kind of inside, getting electrocuted there, charging up his body there, ready to go into battle or something. So very cool, you know, like light-hearted look on the Pokemon. And then we have Deoxys. Now, this is awesome. We got an Orbeetle above, shining down on Deoxys. And that is just such a cool card. It's nice you got the planets in the background. And man, I'm going to have to pick this one up as well. I like the Japanese cards. And if you notice this one, like, look at this. This is a special art rare. But the border on this one in particular, the border is on the bottom of the card, but it fades out to the top. So it's almost like a borderless. So this might be like the first borderless card we see in Modern. And this is, you know, an art style that just goes beyond the borders. And that is amazing. I cannot believe people aren't talking about this as much. But that really opens the door for some cool stuff. But moving on, we have a Bibarel, a new art rare. This is a reprint, but it is in V-Star Universe as a new artwork. This is just a art rare. But we have Bibarel and Bidoof chilling around. You know, Bidoof always gets lots of love. And yeah, should be pretty cool. And if you guys didn't know, this is going to be our Crown Zenith set, January 20th. It releases in V-Star Universe, which comes out in December in Japan. And of course, we're lagging behind on January 20th. But we do have one last card to spoil here. This is the Lucario. This again is a special art rare. So you see there's so many of these, and it makes me think that they're going to be easier to pull than the alt arts just because there is so many. But I love the look of this card. It's very close up and personal, ready to fight, and it gives you that, you know, that look. And I like, you know, the other V-Star cards, they were kind of limited like within their border. I think they tried to do a play on like gold stars and stuff. I love how this one's artwork is just extended below, and very cool to see that. All right, moving on. We did have the Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box revealed, and this is going to be, you know, the set for the English side, which comes out on January 20th. And this is not going to be like a normal booster box, I don't believe. This is considered a special set, so you're only going to be looking at these Elite Trainer boxes. And you notice here we have a Pokemon Center version, which is a Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box plus. So very cool that we have an even further distinction of the Pokemon Center ones, but it looks like the box once again is not, you know, in line with other ETB sizes. So that's a little frustrating, but you do get some really cool stuff in here. So you get some nice dividers, some card sleeves featuring Lucario. And I love, like, it's a Lucario theme. As you can see here, they're not really showing off all the pack arts right now. But yeah, pretty solid. Here is the English card of Lucario, which you can see there. Nice that they showed that on the English side. And then, of course, you get the usual stuff like Energy's rulebook and stuff like that. But, yeah, let's skip on to the Scarlet and Violet news. This is pretty much all the leaks. I mean, I'm sure we'll see a couple more, but it's really getting down to crunch time for the leaking season of Crown Zenith and V-Star Universe. I imagine like I said, we'll see some more, but I mean, the meat of the set has pretty much been announced unless there's just something crazy. But moving on to Scarlet and Violet, between Pokemon Go after Dratini Community Day and a new trailer, we got a look at a new Pokemon, Gimmighoul, and this is a coin type Pokemon. Not, the actual type. It's a ghost type, but it's a coin-esque Pokemon. It likes to hide in a treasure chest. It actually has a roaming form, which people, data mined and also saw in Pokemon Go kind of popping up here and there. And you can see how tiny he is. He is so small, and he appears and he basically essentially persuades people to collect coins. So it's a really quirky little Pokemon, and it is just awesome. So I think there might be a couple forms that are maybe playable. You can see here he's like roaming behind you in Pokemon Go. But let's see what it says here. It has a roaming form. This kind of Gimmighoul doesn't hide in a treasure chest. It's small, carries a single coin, and can be found hiding all over Paldea. So I think these are going to be the items that you have to go out and find. Like there's probably like 100 of these hiding around. So that'll be cool to find. And surprisingly, the roaming form have been spotted in Pokemon Go as well. It appears Mr. Jacques, an expert in the biology of Pokemon in the Paldea region, and Professor Willow, who has been carrying out research alongside trainers in the world of Pokemon Go, have joined forces to devise a way to catch them. So there is no way to catch them right now in Pokemon Go, but I'm sure there's going to be something. And I think they said like 2023 there's going to be future, where you can like link to the games and probably get this in the game itself. So very cool. Like I said, he's very small. And here's a nice little picture of him in the game, just chilling. And I love the art style of this guy. I mean, he is just such a quirky little Pokemon. And it's nice original design. And yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. Next up, about that Scarlet and Violet trailer, like I said, it's just pretty much old clips. But we did get a look at 2 new Pokemon that really resemble Donphan. And I cannot wait to find out, how Donphan evolves. Maybe these are just 2 different forms. But let's take a closer look at these, shall we? So this guy, I can't remember what his name is, but he's essentially researching Donphan, it looks like. It looks like this is almost like a Mega Donphan, but maybe it's just a, just a different form. Looks like he's almost standing on 2 feet, right? So that is a very cool thing to see. Here we have him, just a very quick glimpse, and you're just kind of seeing the side profile, but it doesn't look like he's standing on 2 feet there. This one is like a little rollout version, so it's almost like an armored, spine or armored layer where he can roll even more efficiently. I think of Pokemon Stadium when you do that rolling mini game with Donphan. That thing was so much fun. But yeah, here is the look of this one, and he looks like a robot. He's got robot eyes and almost like a metal form. So maybe there's a metal type. It's going to be cool either way. I mean, I like the look of these. One thing that, I was reminded of again watching this trailer, I just really, really, really do not like the crystal mechanic. It just looks so dumb. I'm sorry. Like this. Look at this. We got Scizor. Yeah, he's looking cool. They could have just crystallized him. Gengar just blinging with bling on his head. I don't know. It's just so weird. It looks goofy. Yeah, it's a gimmick. And I'm sure the mechanics of it will be great and fun. And maybe I'll get over it because of that. But it just makes the Pokemon look ridiculous. I'm sorry. And it's just such a shame to me because everything else in this game just looks so good. I'm going to play this game so much, but I just hate how that looks. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. But I'll get over it. But thank you all for watching, guys. We will see you next week. Peace.